Hello everybody, this is DeepCosmicSpaceWitch, and we're getting ready to play the next episode of Final Fantasy. Last night I was recording, and I accidentally somehow didn't hit the record button. So there was a whole bunch of stuff that I did that won't be posted up because I did not record. So basically just a quick recap as to what happened was basically I went to the first town in the game that you start at, and I bought a whole bunch of potions, and then I went back into the cave with all the giants and bulls and trolls and uh, you know, things of this nature. And basically you get down to the third floor, and you find this vampire, and you kill the vampire, and then inside the room where you kill the vampire there's a chest, and the chest contains a ruby. And so yeah, and then you gotta walk all the way back out of the cave. So I did that, and then I saved. So I have the ruby now, so we could go talk to the giant inside this other cave, and he'll move out of the way apparently. So yeah, that's where we're at now. So let's get into it. Alright. Okay. So, this is the way we gotta go. These silly little monsters. So, every now and then I'll come on here and I just like to talk about random things while I'm playing. And one thing that's kind of going through my mind right now is, like, how do I put this into words so that it makes sense for everybody? Okay, well, let me start by saying, so I'm 29 right now. I'm not old, but I'm almost 30. I'll be 30 in April. You know, so I got like, what, 6 months or something like that until I'm 30. And I, you know, have never been able to live on my own. And I think that happens to a lot of people. And I never went to college. I went for a little bit to DeVry University to do computer science, but it was an online school, and I didn't like it, and I dropped out like within the first like week or two. And you know, I'm fine that I dropped out because I don't think I would have liked doing online courses. But like looking back at it, like I kind of like focused, like I was kind of like a little vagabond. Like I kind of just constantly traveled around in my city, going from house to house, playing music with my guitar, and doing a whole bunch of psychedelics, and smoking a lot of weed, and you know, basically just living life. Sometimes I would find places to live for a while with roommates, and I would stay there and live for sometimes years at a time. And I've always just worked like entry-level jobs, basically. Like I worked at this deli called McAllister's Deli for 7 years on and off. I worked at Jimmy John's. I worked at this cafe called Terrace Cafe. I worked at Walmart. I worked at Marco's Pizza. Where else did I work? I worked at Smoothie King. I worked at Moe's Burritos. And then now I work at Starbucks. And Starbucks is the best job I've ever had. I get paid $15 an hour right now. I'm supposed to be getting a promotion that will take me up to like $19 or $20 an hour as a shift leader. And you know, I get health benefits and all that stuff, so that's nice. And you know, I'm planning on moving out on my own here eventually, after I save up enough money. But it's gonna be tight, you know, like I'm gonna be making just enough just to save like just a little bit and have like some money for some recreational things, but I'm not really gonna have enough to like go out and like do much very often. I don't think. Maybe I will, I don't know, it's hard to say. And so, you know, so like I think a lot as to like, well, how can I make my life into something that I would enjoy, you know? How can I make more money so I don't have to constantly be working all the time, you know? And, you know, so I think like, okay, well, what am I passionate about? Well, I'm passionate about video games. I'm passionate about art. And those are really like the only two things I'm truly passionate about. I mean, okay, I'm passionate about meditating. I'm passionate about magic. I'm passionate about music. I consider that art though. I'm passionate about traveling. I like traveling. You know, and family and friends. And I like working out. So like those are all the things I pretty much like doing. And like, I don't know, I try to make a living off of music. Well, it wasn't just making a living off of music. Like when I was going after music, I wanted to be the next big band. Like I wanted to be like the next Nirvana, you know? And I put a lot of effort into it. But somewhere along the way, I kind of just let it go. You know, there were certain things I didn't want to do in the music industry. Like I didn't want to go on stage all the time and try to present one emotion, you know, like replicate an emotion on stage. Because like for me, music is about expressing your emotions. And it's about creating like a little, you know, songwriting and all that stuff. But essentially, usually there's an emotion attached to the song. And to like replicate that emotion, it's like you really have to be feeling it, you know? And I don't know, something about that felt inauthentic to me. And I also didn't really like the creation process of going into the studio and connecting it all together, you know, and like doing take after take after take after take. Like I like playing the instrument, the guitar. I like singing, and I like making like songs. But I don't know, I always struggled to find people to work with in the ways that I wanted to. And I think that kind of just discouraged me, a lot of those things. So I ended up just kind of not focusing on music. Also, like the lifestyle was kind of draining me, you know, in a way. Like I was always living very poorly. Like, you know, I would barely have enough money to afford food sometimes. You know, I'd always be getting like the cheapest stuff I can get, like beans and rice. Like, you know, and that would be dinner and breakfast for like days on days, you know, and then I don't know, like there'd be times where I just wouldn't have any money for like a week. And I'd have to figure out, like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna trade these smoothies for a burrito or something. Like, I'd make it work somehow. And I don't know, just over time, I guess I was just like, I don't know, like I was so caught up in the music, so caught up in trying to make this thing happen. Hold on a second. If you want pass, give me the ruby. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It tastes so sweet. Rubies are my favorite. Alright, well before I go through here, I should probably get more potions. We have 4. We could just check it out. But like I was doing a lot of psychedelics, like I said. I wasn't really able to take care of my health all that well. Like I wasn't unhealthy, but I wasn't necessarily healthy. I mean, I was really skinny. I was weighing like 130, 125 as like a 24, 25-year-old male, And I was having a lot of difficulties with my roommates, and I don't know, I guess I could have pushed, I could have kept on pushing. But I ended up meeting this girl, and I started dating her, and that's a whole nother story too, but I ended up moving out with her into her parents' house, and her parents were like really well off financially, so like it gave us a nice place to stay at, and it was nice. And then the COVID happened, and I started getting all this money, and I didn't have to work, and but I felt like I couldn't creatively express myself at her parents' house, so I stopped kind of focusing on music, and I started painting. And I was painting already before, but I started getting into it even more, and I tried to make that a business. And and I like painting, but I don't know, it didn't feel like it was the thing for me to make a business out of. Like I still like painting, but to do it day in and day out like I thought I wanted to wasn't really fulfilling me. And then I tried making video games and doing tarot readings, and I did a lot of tarot readings, and I was making a business out of that, and I started getting some clients, and I made some money off of it, and I made some money off of paintings too. But I just didn't stick with it long enough to make it turn into anything. Because my life was always falling apart too. Like my place of like residence would always change or crumble, or I would lose my job, or me and my girlfriend would break up, and there was just a lot of like things that were making me emotionally unstable. And so I decided to reprioritize some things. I wanted to reprioritize my friends and my family as opposed to my dreams and my ambitions. So I started hanging out with my family more. Let's see if this is better. Damage. Nope. It's almost as good though. So I started hanging out with my friends or my family more. I started like not doing psychedelics anymore. I started going to the gym. I started eating better. I started working again. And hold on a second. Armor, status, absorb 38, oops. Armor, trade, iron, status 37, okay. So the silver helmet is better. And so and then eventually I ended up going back to where I was born in Ohio, and I thought I was gonna like try to restart my life there, because after me and my girlfriend broke up, and you know, long story short, I ended up moving back from Ohio back to the Carolinas, back to South Carolina, and getting back together with her after a couple of months. And then I started focusing on creating games again, and I did that for like 6 months, 7 months, and I have the games like in development, and it's nothing spectacular. It's a really short like JRPG, and you know, I kind of put that on the back burner as of like the past month or so, and I started focusing on making game footage, because I'm just like, I don't know, I realize I'm really passionate about games. Well, I didn't realize, I've always known I'm passionate about games, and I've always wanted to do something with video games, you know, and so, you know, and also with the painting and the music, I was like, well, okay, that would be really good to be a game designer, a solo like indie game developer, because I get to do all of it, you know, and it's like all of my talents mixed together, and that is true. But now I'm kind of at this dilemma where I'm like, okay, I want money to be able to take care of myself and to have like an abundance, you know, and so I'm not just always kind of, you know, just barely floating above like the sea level. You know what I mean? Like, I might have like some money in my savings, but it's never enough to like break free from working, you know? So now I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing these things that I want to do. I'm making these videos, you know, and I have more ideas. Like, after I beat the game, I'm gonna do a review of the game, and I also have this other game that I played called Tales of Symphonia that I recorded all the footage of it, like 70 hours of me playing it, and I'm gonna use that footage to create like a review of Tales of Symphonia, and I'm gonna keep on playing more games and stuff and recording myself, and I plan on keep on making games as well, and obviously to dabble in music and art. But my thing is like, it's risky, because, well, if it doesn't work, like, which I think it should work eventually, like I gotta figure out how to make it work one way or another. So like, in my mind I feel like it will work, but then there's also this other side where it's like, okay, maybe I should go back to college. Maybe I should take computer science, so that way, you know, I can get that job for me to switch over to some kind of computer science job to start at least just making more money. And I could still do these things. I mean, I'll have less time, granted, because I gotta work and I gotta go to college if that's what I choose to do. But it's only for like 2 years or something, and then I could get out and get a job, you know, but it's not guaranteed. That's the thing. I mean, but every time I see somebody who I know who's gone to like a 4-year college, they always come out and they get a job. You know, they always do really good at school, so I mean, but they do come out and get a job, like. And so now I'm left thinking like, well, should I go to college now? Should I do that too? You know, or should I just focus on this and basically just, you know, believe that it's going to do something? Know that is just make it work, basically, regardless of what the circumstances are. And like, I'm a person who doesn't like school, so, you know, right away I'm like, okay, I don't want to go. But then there's also that rational side of me that says, well, you might not like it, but it might be something that you need to do in order to become truly financially independent, you know? Because right now, I don't know if I said this, but I'm living at my parents' house again, and I'm using this opportunity to save up money while I work at Starbucks so I can move out on my own. But once I move out on my own, like I said, my money's not gonna probably be in the best state. But I do feel the snowball effect in my life where it's like I am working on all these things and I am doing all these things and things are getting better. Somebody might be opening up my door. Nope. But yeah. So that's that. But yeah, either way, I'm passionate about this stuff. I'll do it if it doesn't make any money. But the thing is, I want it to, you know? I want to be able to make a living off of this stuff. You know, like, it'd be cool to, like, you know, be one of those people who, like, oh man, this seems really, really thorough. What is this? It'd be cool to be one of those people that, like, do game interviews with, like, you know, like IGN. Oh, who is this? Use this rod behind the vampire's room, hiding deep inside. You will find the cause of the earth's rot. Ha. Alright, that's cool. Okay. I'm gonna open up my window. But yeah. So, like, I guess, I don't know. Like, my thing is I want to make an impact on the gaming world in some kind of way. Whether that be making games or just playing them, I'm not sure yet. You know, that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm trying to do in both. Right now, game development's kind of taking a bit of a backseat. I'm gonna try to work on it today a little bit. So I'm kind of looking at them more as like hobbies right now. But they're things that I want to transform into something, you know, something more. And I guess you never know how life works out, you know? I mean, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, I could go to college and it just not work out for me. So, I mean, I think I'm just not gonna go to college. It's just not for me. But I do wish, like, I don't want to say I wish anything, because then that means, like, I'm not happy with my current life, I feel like. Because I'm grateful for my life, you know? I'm really happy. But yeah, I guess I do wish that, you know, I would be making more money right now to be able to take care of myself. Just to be independent. You know, like my one friend, my one buddy, who I grew up with, I mean, he's making, like, he might already have like $1 million maybe, and, you know, he went to college, and, you know, like, I'm really happy for him. Like, I'm glad that he did that, you know, I'm really happy that he, you know, went out and did the hard work and he made it happen, you know, that's great. Like, there's no jealousy there, it's just like, man, like, my life has been so weird, so poverty-stricken for a long time, but but in the poverty though, like I found lots of beautiful things. Like I found like the life at this one place I used to live at called the Crow's Nest. This was like, I feel like, at the pinnacle of my musical like journey, where I moved in with these other musicians, and there's other musicians that would always come over and play music, and we were all kind of, most of us, well, not most of us, but my roommates didn't make a lot of money, and and some of the other musicians were poor too, and it was, but yet, even though we were poor, there was so much life in that house, so much creativity, and so much soul, was there, and I don't feel like I'd ever be able to get that if I just went to college. It's like I found so much richness in the depths of the struggle, I guess. Like, it's like the struggle didn't become a struggle at certain points because of those beautiful things, like those friendships that I made, the energy in the house when music was being played, just the flow of all the different people coming in and out, and meeting all those people, and like a lot of times, even though you didn't have a lot of money, like people would just come together and make things work out, like it was a cool experience. I actually wanted to be like in the 27 club. Like I wanted to die when I was 27 as a musician. Like I was really into it. But yeah. Like I said, I had all these psychedelic experiences. And that gave me like a really strange, I think, consciousness, like my consciousness, or my set of experiences were drastically different than that of a lot of other people out in the world. Like I was talking to entities and understanding my mind and understanding the universe, and going off on these crazy trips out at night and all that jazz. So yeah, now I'm at this point where it's like, okay, I am making, for me at least, an income that is enough for me to move out eventually, and that'll be huge for me, to be able to just live on my own. And yeah, so like, I don't know, but then it's like, okay, well, I gotta think about afterwards, like, like I got these ideas, these plans to, continue doing these passions that I have for video games. And my hope is that eventually I will be able to flourish or be abundant in my financial side of life. And not only financial, but like, with the creative side of life, with my relationships part of life, with everything. Like, so I don't know, I guess here it is. This is the dream in the making right here. And if you're out there and you guys are trying to understand all this stuff about your life too, I say just go out there and just try, just do what you're interested in. And if you have multiple things you're interested in, try to figure out how to do them, both or all of them, if you can. I'd say prioritize the ones that are most important to you, and if you can't prioritize them, I don't know, figure something out. It's hard sometimes. I gotta go buy more potions. Holy crap. Right out the gate. Let's just run. But yeah, I would love to just wake up, you know, and be like, oh, I get to play a game today, and because of that, I'm making money. Like, that would be, you know, and you're making so much money that, it's like, okay, well, this weekend I'm gonna go to California, and I'm gonna go to the weed dispensary there and try out some of the weed, or I'm gonna go to Brazil or something, or Peru and do some ayahuasca, or, you know, just anything. Like, it'd just be so nice, you know, not to just have to constantly be like chained almost to this job, and it's like your parameter for what you can go out of is only so far because you only have so much money. And it's just like, I've been living like that for too long, you know, and I'm just ready to like grow. Like it honestly almost makes me like, it makes me really emotional just to think about how much of my life has been spent working at a job that I don't want to work at. Like, so much of my life has been that. And I've had a lot of traumatic experiences. I mean, there's points in my life where I just said fuck it, you know? And I kind of went off the deep end in certain ways in my life, and, you know, I've turned myself around, but it's like, the decisions that I made 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 years ago, it's like, those decisions are still impacting me today, you know, and it's like, it's residual stuff. For the most part, it's going away. But it's like, you know, your sense of confidence, your sense of self-worth, your sense of success, your sense of, like, you know, faith. Like I kind of, there was a point where I went down kind of a dark road, you know. And, yeah, I don't know, I guess it's a little sad to think about. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of emotional for me to talk about. Like, I don't mind talking about it, but I don't know, you guys probably aren't even expecting something like this, if anybody's even watching this video. You know, it's probably pretty random just to, after hearing the rest of the, you know, videos that I've recorded and now hearing this, I mean, it's probably kind of different, but yeah, I mean, you know, the point where I was like living in my car, there was a point where I had no car and I was homeless. You know, I was outside literally sleeping on like benches and stuff, waiting to go to work, just because that's all I had to do, you know. And I had my guitar. Like, very strange times in my life, and there was times where when I did have my car, I remember like I said, there's times where I just said fuck it, and I would just be popping like all this like ecstasy and stuff. Really crappy ecstasy too, like. And just, I don't know, hanging out with people who probably weren't the best for me. You know, like, going crazy, like kind of losing my mind a lot, like feeling like it's almost impossible to get out of this hole that I created for myself, and living with that reality, you know, day in and day out, and then trying to change it, turn it around, and experiencing all of the, like, you know, self-made karma, experiencing all the energy inside yourself that just is not good, gross, like just disgusting, you know, energy. I don't want to, like, it's just the energy of, like, it's not that I'm disgusting or gross or anything like that, it's just the way that energy feels when you're trying to face it and change it. It's really uncomfortable, you know, because you have to say, like, okay, well, I'm here because this is all my fault, like, this is my own doing, you know, and you see the ways you've been thinking and the ways you've been conditioned, and, you know, and it's like, you actively try to change those things, and holy crap, 95 potions. You actively try to change those things, and you experience resistance, you know? It's like, you've been thinking one way for so long, or you've done so many choices that have created this kind of pattern in you, that now when you try to change it, it's like, it's like when a heroin addict, you know, tries to get clean. Like those desires and those cravings and impulses, you know, are strong, and it's really hard to change those things. So yeah, so I've been on a big healing journey, which that's what got me into meditation, because I started meditating a lot, and that started getting me on a better path, and I started journaling and writing down affirmations, and I started treating myself better, and, you know, putting myself first, and not letting people bully me or walk over me, and, you know, so yeah. And it's crazy because, like, you know, I see people who are like 20, 21, they're getting out of college and they're getting these great jobs, and I'm just like, damn, that's, like, I could have been doing that. But back then, money wasn't, like, I didn't want to do things just for money, you know, and I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do back then. So I don't want to change. I wouldn't change how I did things. But yeah, now I'm at this point, and I think part of my life journey is to be the person who gets themselves out of something very difficult, so that way I can be proof and an example for other people to get themselves out of their own hell, you know. So I'm on that path, and I mean, I'm out of the hole. Like, I'm out of the hole that I created in my life. Like, I started reprioritizing my priorities. You know, like, family's very important to me. I make sure, like, I see them a lot, you know, now, and I mean, I live with them now, so I see them every day. But I spend time with them, and you know, like, a lot of the stuff that I've gone through has created a really deep compassion in me, and it's created a lot of patience in me, and it's created a certain kind of determination and strength in me that I think I wouldn't have had if I didn't go through a lot of these things. And it's not to say, like, I'm perfect, you know, like I'm unstoppable. Well, I mean, I am unstoppable, you know, but my point is that, you know, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You know, I do have my days where, like, I still get down sometimes. Like, I still feel some, like, old residual feelings coming up. and I get stressed out, or I have a kind of a low point, but I'm able to handle those a lot better than what I used to back then. If I would have had a low point, I would have let it take me down too far. I'd get really impulsive, and I wouldn't know how to deal with the energy in a healthy way. But now it's like, okay, when I'm experiencing these difficult emotions, I'm able to sit with them, and I'm able to listen to them and hear them, and I'm able to heal them and change them. And for the most part, I feel pretty positive now. Although I still have some, I guess, questioning as to what is going to be best for me. Like, am I doing the best thing for myself? Is this going to work? Sometimes I feel like older energies coming up, like getting anxious, or like in social situations or something. But for the most part, like in social situations, I feel pretty confident now. Like the voice in my head isn't so negative. And the voice in my head never was really fully negative, like all the time, but it was more about how I saw myself, how I felt about myself. Like, now I feel like I deserve, like I know I deserve good things, Like I know I deserve to be financially stable. I know, like, at my job I deserve to get this promotion. And if they don't give me the promotion, then I don't know, then it's not meant to be, and I'm gonna go find something else out. I enjoy lifting others up. I enjoy seeing others succeed still, even though sometimes seeing others succeed can make me think back to the past and think, well, damn, like I could have done better, or something like that, you know what I mean? But I'm genuinely happy for everybody that succeeds. Like, I don't get jealous. I think we could just fight them all. Yeah, I feel really balanced. Like I feel like I trust the universe more. And I've been developing that feeling in the universe for a while now. Like, even in those moments of like where I was in the hole and I was down in the darkness of my soul, I never completely gave up. But there was times where I wanted to, There was times where, like I said, I kind of lost my marbles sometimes. Like, I kind of went mad. Those really extreme, like, personified emotions that you see in movies, like of the guy, of the character going crazy, just losing his mind, you know? Like, I kind of experienced those kind of feelings, like, just not being able to believe the situation that I'm in, you know, but also at the same time, it was in the struggle that I felt very free. Like the times where I was living in my car, I felt very free. The times where I was homeless, I felt like so much potential was possible. And I felt like I was following my heart, you know, even though it was hard. So it's not like all of my past life was like just doom and gloom, you know. Because like a lot of it had a reason, it had a purpose. I was like a rebel, you know. I didn't want to do what society wanted of me. You know, and I ended up like almost going to jail a couple times because of marijuana. Which is so silly, you know, but like, I don't know, I would just do really, like, I was a person with whose heart was just on fire, you know, who just wanted to go after what I wanted to do. You know, I'd walk around outside at night with my guitar, like I was just, like I said, a vagabond. I was somebody whose mind was just set on his dreams. And I wasn't going to stop for anything, no matter what was presented in front of me. And it's crazy to me to think that I actually didn't fully pursue the music thing after doing it for like 10 years. I never took it to the level that I thought I was going to take it to. But I still play. I still enjoy it. You know, it's one of my favorite, like, ways of expression. You know, one of my favorite ways to release emotions. You know, it's therapy for me sometimes, like, to be able to play guitar. It's such a wonderful gift to be able to play it. So yeah, it's been an interesting journey, that's for sure. And yeah, so I just want one thing. I just want something that I know that I'm going to truly enjoy doing, not just, you know, doing it and then finding out that it's like, oh, well, I actually don't enjoy it. You know, which I feel like this is something that I do enjoy. Like, I feel like I'm always going to enjoy playing video games. You know, and I'm surprised I didn't try to do something like this before I tried to do music. Like, because video games were always my very first passion. So yeah, I think this is it. And yeah, I'm gonna do it regardless as to if I make money with it or not. And you know, the universe will set something up for me so that way I can live abundantly. Sometimes I think about moving to Colorado and like working on a weed farm. I think that would be really fun. But right now moving to Colorado would be very difficult, you know, because I don't have enough money saved up. And I don't know if working at Starbucks would, well, I'm sure I could work at Starbucks in Colorado, but, you know, the point would be to transition into working with some kind of, you know, working with cannabis. So yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' dreams? What are your guys' things that you want to do, you know? Are you guys happy with where you're at? Are you happy with your present moment? Do you feel like you wish you would have done anything differently in your life? You know, because I know we all go through trauma, we all go through hard experiences, and it's hard to put it into words when you look back at it all, you know, and really think about it. Like, it's kind of crazy how long the journey can be. You know, they say life is short, but I don't know, life feels long to me. So yeah, you know, I hope you guys can manifest your dreams. You know, because we all deserve to live a life that we want to live. Oh no, not these guys. And I'm thinking about doing like a Twitch kind of thing, but I feel like Twitch is kind of on the downfall right now. Like, I don't know. It would be cool to have instantaneous feedback with my people who are watching. Because right now it's like I'm just recording and I'm just talking, so it's kind of like, you know, there's a bit of a gap between what I'm saying and what you guys are hearing. Yeah, it's interesting, like, how you find out what you want to do, you know? Like, I feel like it really is kind of just doing things and just feeling what feels right for you. Because sometimes, like, I think a lot of times it's easy to get caught up in the idea of what you want to do, but not like the reality of it, you know, like the day in and day out of the activity. Like, yeah, it's really cool on my mind to be a rock star, but the reality of it is it's not how I would want to live. Yes, isn't that strange? How we could think that we want something, but it's not actually. It turns out to be not what we actually want. Life sure is strange. Which I've never played that video game. I've always kind of heard good things about it. Holy guacamole, that's a lot of monsters. That should kill them all. But yeah, after talking about this stuff, it kind of makes me feel better. you know, and I hope it doesn't feel like I'm just dumping all this stuff on you guys. Hope it's not like a burden to hear or boring to hear or anything. But I feel better. I feel better about what it is that I want to do, you know. Like when I talk about the things that, like the doubts that I have, I guess, it helps me understand them, and when I understand them, it helps me change them. You know, it gives me more clarity. So now I'm like, okay, well, I actually would be okay with doing this, and I think it will work out. And if it doesn't work out, well, it'll be okay still. And I don't have to go to college to protect myself. You know, because I'd be going to college out of fear, not out of love. And one thing I've learned is to never do things out of fear, to just do them out of love. And you can never go wrong when you do that. When you do things out of fear, it creates a bad ripple effect. I think I go, no, it's this way, and then down. This is where the vampire was. The wizards. The wizards. These guys hit kind of hard. 8-0. That link critical hit though. That was too good though, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got that Zaza, bro. You already know. We already know what it is, bro. 56 damage. I got 95 freaking potions. I didn't even realize I bought that many. It was crazy. It felt like I only bought like 20, 30. Oh, you have 95 potions. Oh, holy crap. Alright. Well, nothing's ever gonna kill me again. Essentially, like, if you have potions in this game, and you just get a whole bunch, I mean, you're never gonna lose. Shamalama hoodoo, yeah. But yeah, I would say the key to creating a good foundation for you to pursue your dreams is first love. Loving yourself. Because everything essentially is coming from you. And if you don't have that good foundational love for yourself, you're gonna have a hard time doing anything in good, you know? You're gonna have a hard time doing a lot of things. Just the way you feel isn't gonna be good, you know? And the way you feel is so important. Like, it's so important for everything that you're trying to create. Anything that you do in life. Your relationships will be better when you love yourself. Like, everything. Like, your mind will be better when you love yourself. Your work ethic will be better when you love yourself. Your balance in your life, or just relaxing, will be better when you love yourself. Like, that is the key for the foundation of your life. You know, and then after, you know, once you get a good foundation of love for yourself, you know, then it comes down to, well, what do you love doing? What do you love to do? What would you love doing that you can create and make for the world? You know, like what might those things be? You know, and if you don't know, well, this is when you go out and try the things that are interesting to you. Oops. And and be patient. Patience is another one. It takes time for things to become realized, to become grounded into this physical dimension. Like, it starts off with an idea, and then action, and then consistency, and then realization of said dream. And it's okay if you change and you turn around and you take different paths. Like, life isn't certain, and just follow your heart, and it'll take you to the right place. And you might change what you want to do throughout your entire life, and that's okay. I'm sure eventually you'll find something somehow that'll work out for you. So another part is, keeping a positive mind, knowing that everything is working out for your highest good. Everything works together to produce your highest good. Don't think bad about others. Always stay in alignment within yourself. Don't get, stop the jealousy inside of yourself. Stop the hate inside of yourself that you might have for others. Stop the negative talk about others, and just wish them well, wish them good, even if they do you wrong. Because part of going up in vibration is keeping yourself free from negative karma. So you want to be more synergetic. You want to be synergetic with the people around you. You don't want to be antagonistic with the people around you. So these are other things that help you grow. What's another one? Yeah, like I said, consistency. Like, just doing something and sticking with it, so that way, even when you're not seeing progress, you're still doing the work, and you're not attached to the fruits of your labor. You're not expecting outcomes, but you're doing the work, and you do it with love. And like I said, if things come from it, then that's great, but if not, then that's great too. At least you still love doing it, like I was saying earlier, I did go off into these weird, to the unbeaten path, and I did all these weird things, and it never paid off financially, but that doesn't matter, because I got paid through joy, I got paid through passion, I got paid through just the experience itself. Like I said, I wouldn't trade or change the experiences that I've had, because they're so important to me and they're so beautiful, even though there was a lot of financial struggle. And so at the end of the day, if it doesn't pay off and financially, it's not the end of the world. And if finances are something that you want, that you feel like you are trying to create, there's many ways to do it. There's lots of ways to do it. You know, and I think believing that things will work too, you know, like not giving up if it doesn't work right away, you know, like maybe change your formula, maybe, you know, learn more about what you're trying to do so that way you can add what you need to add so that way it will become something that you can make money from. You know, just don't give up, basically. You know, so I think that consistency creates that momentum. And with that momentum, you'll start noticing that like what felt weird and uncomfortable at first will start feeling natural. It'll start feeling like you're not even doing it kind of anymore. Like it's just cause like you just get up and you just do it now. Like you're just doing it and it flies by, you know. It just happens. So I think that momentum pulls you. You know, it's like if you don't do it, you start feeling kind of weird. Like, oh, well, I didn't create my video today. Like, man, something's off. You know. I think affirmations are really good. Affirming what it is that you want, telling yourself positive things. Yeah, trusting the universe. Trusting the process. You know, you might not be where you think you want to be in your head yet, but just kind of let go and allow yourself to focus on the present moment. And eventually, your present moment will change, you know? But it's definitely been a journey for me, and the journey is not going to end. You know, so I've learned a lot. And now I feel like I'm really doing something that I've always wanted to do ever since I was young. I've always thought, well, it'd be so cool if I could just make a living playing video games, you know, or just doing something being involved with video games. Like, that's always what I wanted to do. And now I'm doing it. And granted, I'm not making a living off of it, but at least I'm doing it. And, you know, I know eventually that it will work. You know, I'm switching my mindset from is it going to work to it will work. And, you know, to just allowing it to be however it wants to be. You know, and if I change my mind in the future, that's okay too. But I'm just going to be confident that right now this is what I want to do. And I'm going to work at it. And I'm going to do it. And I believe that it will turn into what I want it to turn into. I'm going to be the farmer of the crops, you know? And if one plant doesn't sprout, I got 30 other plants out there that are growing too. So one of them are bound to sprout in some form of way. So we're making it, fam. You guys are gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. This is good energy. This is good stuff. Just like how Square Enix or whatever, Squaresoft, Final Fantasy was their final game to really make sure they could stay afloat as a company. And now look, like now they got Final Fantasy, 16 out now? Shout out to the developers for this game, by the way. You know, it's not my favorite Final Fantasy, but still, for the time, it's really good. And it's the first game that we owe to all the other Final Fantasies, so shout out to the developers, shout out for doing something that you believed in. Shout out for, you know, making what you wanted to make. No! The images. Eat fire. Let's see, how long have we been recording? A little over an hour. I gotta walk the dog. I might save it here and go do some stuff and then come back and record for part 12. Even though this should actually be part 12. Sucks that my last recording didn't work, but it's okay. It's all good in the hood, yo. And then maybe when I beat the game, I'll learn how to play the battle theme song on the guitar, and I'll put that up. See, it's things like these that just make my heart feel so warm and fuzzy. Oh man, what's this way? Alright. Okay, there's a house, a room over there. Holy guacamole. More of these guys. This always scares me when there's so many of them. Harm. I'm gonna have to download the mod or something so that way the battles go by faster. Shamalama hoodoo, yeah. It'd be cool if they had a potion that gave you back your mana for the day or whatever. The amount of times you could do the spells for a resting period. Oh yeah. How much gold do I have now? 54,000. Wait a second. Wasn't I up here already? No, I was over there to the left. Wizards. We'll get to the 4th floor and then I'll save. $93 damage. What the? What the bleep? What the bleep 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 bleep. Terminated. Damn, son. Where'd you find those? Where'd you find those? Boom. Oops. I guess good thing I bought so many healing potions. Alright, so this way led to pretty much nothing. What's up here? Oh, there's level 4. I want to see what's down here though. Easy. Silly troll. Tricks are for kids. Why is he holding his hands on his head? It's like he's got like mental problems or something. Got something wrong with him. Lego, Lego, my ego, yo, Lego, my ego, yo. I think I said Lego, my ego in another video that I did already. So weird. I don't even know why I'm saying that. Oh, not the cockatrices. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit, fuck. Shit, fuck, fuck. Fuck. Okay. Apparently it could turn me to stone, so... Oh. Dang. Turn me to straight stone, bruh. I only got one of those things. I only got one softening spell, bruh. Damn, son. What kind of monster, like, yeah, we could only turn the warriors into stone. Everybody else, though, just the warriors. Like, what kind of fucked up, like, bird turns warriors into stone, but not wizards or rogues or whatever the fuck, monks? Like, what was Square Enix thinking of when they were making this game? What were they smoking? Alright. Okay, just in case if I get, like... Well, I don't know. It's kind of like... I'm not gonna do it. Hold on. I don't like when they switch my leaders. Stop. Found the cabin. Oh man. Okay, I'd rather fight these guys than the other guys. Let's go. But yeah, I think the momentum in your life is really important. Because once you just start developing those good habits and good consistency, it's like that just starts carrying you. Like, you just start feeling better. You feel better because, like, you can trust yourself because you follow through with what you say you're going to do. You just feel more confident. You feel more vibrant. Like, and feeling better just helps you with creating what you want to create. Like, it's really as simple as that. Like, you know, so just do what you love, yo, and actually do it. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let anything hold you back. You know, don't let your mind, like, don't let your mind beat you up. You're too great to not do what you love. Remember that. have any more water? I have like but a crumb. Yeah, it's good. Dude, Markiplier. Oh yeah, yeah. His voice is like usually so. He can make his voice so deep. Oh yeah, that's good. I can't do it. Oh, chess monster. What's up with these wizard ogres? Since when is an ogre a wizard? Come on, they don't got wizards in the ogre race. They're not a intelligent enough species. And why he looks like Iceman. So does the hyena. You guys ever play the Silver Surfer NES game? Or watch the Angry Video Game Nerd talk about it? Such a bad game. So hard. Every little thing that touches you kills you. And the hitbox is so sensitive, like. Oh man. This is a good one. This is a good recording, guys. I'm really liking this. It's much better when I do it during the daytime, because I'm actually able to talk more. When I'm doing it at nighttime, I'm all like, alright guys, so yeah, this is what we're gonna do today. Like, you know, I don't want to wake people up, so. It's all good, it's just a work in progress. It's a work in progress, guys. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's what everyone says, right? Oh, another chess monster. Come on, you wizard ogres. You don't scare me. You don't scare me, yo. I could hear the music. I don't know if you guys probably can't hear it, but I could hear music in the background. My parents are playing like, well, my dad's always playing rock and roll of some sort, or like blues or reggae. But right now it sounds like rock and roll. There's just more gold. Silver shield. Oh lord. We got a silver shield up in here. Oh lord. Can the okay. I'm silvered out. I got a silver shield, silver helmet, silver sword. Oh no, I didn't save. Why? I'm scared. I'm using ice too. I don't know what to do. Like I'm honestly really freaking out. Cause if they touch Link and they turn him into stone, it's over. Like that's GG basically, and I gotta go out of the dungeon and start over. So I'm pulling out the big boys. I'm glad Ice 2 rocked their world. Because they almost seem like they target Link too. Like, oh, there's the warrior in the group. Let's turn him to stone. Freaking, like, what's that movie when the birds attack or whatever? This is called Bird. The movie's just called Birds. The birds are like evil and possessed, and they all try to kill like the people in the movie. So who thought about that concept for a movie? People come up with some weird ideas. Oh, great. Alright, we should be able to kill most of them with harm. Hopefully. They're attacking, so who knows, somebody might get paralyzed and we might get paralyzed fucked. There's so many of them. Dead. Terminated. That's what I thought. You ain't no Hector Spectre. You ain't no boss ass bitch. Cause I'm a boss ass. Cause I'm a boss ass. Cause I'm a boss ass bitch. Man. See, this is why I put not made for kids on YouTube. I'm playing a game, but the kids can't watch me, yo. No, the kids could watch me, but I'm obviously gonna say some things that aren't kid friendly. Man, it's starting to get dark in here. I'll turn on the light. Shamalama hoodoo, yeah. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? Oops. Save the harm. Should be able to get him. Sam's always missing, yeah. No! See, there she misses. She just missed again. Alright, and off we go. I think this is the last floor. Alright, so I'm gonna pause it here, guys. I'm gonna go take my dog for, well, not my dog, the family's dog, for a walk. And I'm gonna take a shower, which will make my hair look all weird, but whatever, doesn't matter. And yeah, then I'll finish the rest of it, I think tonight, but if not tonight, then tomorrow. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope you guys got something positive out of that. I hope you guys are having a good day or a good night, depending on what time it is, wherever you are. And yeah, remember, believe in yourself, love yourself, and watch everything flourish when you just dare to dream and go after what you desire. Peace.